Alright, BobalosRex here, and this is my Fresh 80 alt gearing guide. This is mainly tuned for alts, and you can use this if you're just a Fresh 80, but it's mainly tuned for alts. So, step one of alt gearing. You're a Fresh 80. You're like, what do I need to get done? Here's what you do. Check your war bank. Now, I've already went through my war bank on my tune, but if you have a well-stocked war bank, which I use rares to give me this nice big stock of blues, and this stuff I get from delves or raid when my guild does it. You know, now I'm doing heroics and now I'm getting champion pieces. But yeah, just all my warband stuff I get, you use that. And warbands are so effective. I had a whole video ready to film showing how I gear up this character to get into LFR. My warbank got me 570 right there. 8 minutes. 8 minutes I was war within superior. I was like, what the frick? Look at this. I am missing a trinket and a ring. Everything else, adventurer or veteran. All from my war bank. So, step one, war bank. Alright? Now, if you need some more gearing, because I'm ready to go. I can start delves. I can start LFR. I could start M+. I can start base mythics, heroics. You know, and I can even get into some basic PvP. Right? Already ready to go. But let's continue gearing, because I wanted to say you don't have as much warband equipment as me. How else are you going to gear alts? So next step would be get all your weeklies that you can get. You're only going to get gear from some, but you want to grab every weekly you can get. Emissary of War is up right now. This is just for rep. Don't grab that one. So you want to grab your archives this week, your delve weekly. If that's up, you can grab that. You should have one of those up. You should have a world echo. Now, another reason you want to come over here to Bran, grab his weekly, but also, if you're a fresh tune, skip the level up campaign. Skip it. Alright? Get it skipped. Alright? So now you don't gotta worry about none of that phasing going on over there. Alright? Next up, there are some optional PvP stuff. And if you want to get some easy, quick gear, you can get the Spark of War quests. You can buy a veteran piece that is tier convertible for bloody tokens by doing just PvE, okay? A 593 veteran piece, okay, for doing PvE content from a PvP vendor, okay? That's from Sparks of War. You do gotta be in war mode to get it, but it'll take you to a zone. You get some sparks doing world quests, which we are gonna do to gear up. Something to look into, alright? Next up, while we're up here at the Isle of Dorn, you want to hit up the theater, alright? You can get a piece. You can get 2 pieces a week, alright, that are veteran track, okay? You can get 4 keys, which you're going to want to get keys. But we're also going to get a ton of other loot, too. So, we're going to take the tour of the islands on this fresh level 80, and that means renown. Boom, press. Boom, cress. Boom, valor stones. Yummy cress. Key and valor stones. So if you've been keeping up on your rep, boom, I'm getting mega gear from this, okay? And an enchanted room harbinger quest. So that's going to help me on crafted gear later. If I needed shoulders, boom. And I had resonance crystals, 584 shoulders. If I had if I could spend the resonance crystals and get champion boots right here. These will convert to tier if I'm trying to get the transmog, because you know I care about transmog. Tier convertible transmog. Once we get tons of charges, you can use resonance crystals. Right now you may be low on resonance crystals, but down the line, boom, easy tier, boom, easy champion tier. And you're just, like I said, you're just going for transmog. Now the cool part about right here is you can get the crest from the kobold vendor, so you don't have to hit up Gundergaz. But we're gonna hit up Gundergaz for some other quests. But more crests, more valor stones. Look at this. Look at this. I'm just getting loaded up. And then I'll be able to use this to upgrade all my gear. Oh my goodness. I got too many things in my thing. Brave rocks. Boom. Look at all that. Now we're gonna hit up Gundergaz. Alright, I'm here in Gundergaz and the Ringing Deeps. You know the place, the big hub. So this is the Renowned Quartermaster, so this is where I'd get a Veteran Helm if I needed it on my alt, a Champion Belt if I wanted it, and had the extra Resonance Crystals that I wanted to dump. Now, I can actually use a ton of Resonance Crystals from my alt if I wanted to gear up this alt, you know, so I do kind of have the Resonance Crystals, but I'm still getting collectibles. But in a couple months or whatever, we're gonna have tons of Resonance Crystals that ain't gonna matter. But you're also gonna want to run into here and pick up these weeklies, okay? Now these weeklies can give you some gear, some adventure gear, you know, some other little goodies. And then if you're feeling confident, you can hit up Awakening the Machine, get this done from this guy. These are the main things you do down here in the Ringing Deeps for gear or whatever. Again, I want to reiterate this. While you're going in between the zones, if you're hitting up rares, you can hit up world quests for gear. You can hit up the special assignments. Those count. But again, after the first 2 caches, you're not getting veteran gear. So if you're doing all the weeklies, you don't really have to hit these up for gear. Unless you find them easy, you can get some adventure gear. But you do want to be hitting up the rares. Because rares are how I got all my warband gear in the first place, okay? We're not hitting up delves just yet. You can hit up some world quests while we're going around. But next up, we're going to Hallowfall. I'll see you there. Alright. Now, since you're heading over here, you'd want to hit up Spreading the Light if you haven't already. There's some good rares over here that can drop some stuff, and if you need another pinnacle thing to do, this Radiant Cache will drop some gear, some flight stones, and other little goodies. All you gotta do is get 12 resonance crystals, and once you have max rep, you can actually buy them. They're not resonance crystals, they're radiant lights, whatever they are. Radiant remnants. Alright? So you can just buy 12 of them, right? Light it up, get your pinnacle cache for the week, get your key for the week, one of your 4 keys for the week. Because doing all the weeklies is how you're getting keys, you're getting some veteran pieces. Again, if you have really bad pieces, you can hit up the world quest for explorer gear, and you'd want to hit up the world boss wherever that's at, and that's going to be the skull quest, the skull elite quest. Hit up the world boss and get some loot. And again, world quest could give you some explorer stuff, but we're working on veteran, champion, and now we're going to get over to Mereldar. Look at that. I'm already over here. So, in Mereldar is where you're going to have the rep vendor. Now, she's either going to be up here or down there. She's going to be somewhere. Just look for this symbol on your mini-map, okay? Alright, then we're going to hit her up. Oh my goodness. Crests. Crests. a key.
For the Empire, always be prepared.
Crest.
For the Empire,
Stones.
the darkness comes. We
More
are
crests.
prepared. Always be prepared.
Enchanted rune press for crafting. I can make a six, not a 6. A 5. Wait, is it 6? Oh yeah, it is. I can make a 619 with this rune crest. Look at that. 619 with this rune crest crafted. All from rep. Now, Arathi has an extra special stuff, but we'll talk about that in a minute. But I can buy a chest piece if I wanted to. There's a veteran piece. Again, this can turn into tier. Alright. Or I can buy some bracers if I wanted to get that. And there, for resonance crystals, I can buy radiant remnants. So if you wanted to do the world quest thing, the weekly, you hit up here first, then head over there and use your extra resonance crystals once you got them. Alright. Now, the interesting part about Hallowfall is it unlocks a necklace quest. And depending on how far along you are, you could get up to 597. And all you gotta do is complete the previous necklace quest. So, the first one starts over here. Right? Just was. In the fields. You get your first tinderbox. Then your second tinderbox quest will lead you over here to the Ringing Deeps. Alright, you'll craft it up. And then when you head back here, you'll have a mysterious child be like, hey, I have a quest for you. And you're like, okay. And then she will upgrade it to the 597 version. If you have it, if you are renowned 22. Alright. And you get it veteran or adventure at first, and then it upgrades to veteran and then champion. So that's how that goes. Now we're heading to Spider Town. Alright, we're in Spider Town. And here's the thing, Anub'Lazal will always be here for me. So, we want to grab the Pack quest down here. This is going to be another pinnacle weekly cash thing. This can contain some flight stones, gold, more other little goodies. You'll want to do this every week. And also get you some sparks, which we're going to need for crafting. Alright. And then also, I'm going to get some more rep crests and stones. Boom. Boom. Rep is so valuable. Just make sure you're doing your weeklies every week, getting your reps up for your account. And it's such a benefit for your ults. Alright, and I got another rune Harbinger crest. Soon you will be able to get, once you max out your reps, which I'm getting there, I will be able to get 4 of these runed Harbinger quests for crafting. Alright, which is also why I'm trying to level up alts for crafting. And then, the cool part about the spider rep is they don't have gear that I can just buy like the other rep vendors, but they do have a trinket. You just buy it for cash. I got a bunch of cash. If I needed a trinket, so I can buy this trinket. You know, here, I'm gonna actually buy it. So I only need 13, so 13.50. Boom. Easy. I have tons of cash. Hit up that trinket. Now, the way this trinket works is you basically socket in stats, okay? Alright, so if I needed verse, I'm just gonna buy verse, so there we go. The other vendor, some of these vendors actually have it once you have enough rep, but a lot of the vendors are gonna be in this little hallway right here called the Burrow. Alright? Right here on your map. Alright, all the little vendors are around here. Alright, and you can buy all the little different stats for it. So I boop, boop, boom. Then I get 585 of that stat. And it counts as a 597 for upgrading purposes. Okay? So you can, if you've got a lot of Kej, you can just buy those and use them for upgrading. Alright, yeah, these vendors don't actually have it. But that main vendor has verse. So you can just buy verse. Easy peasy. And then I have the pack quest now. You know, you pick your pack. And then at that point, I would then want to do all these world quests to complete that. Get some gear and whatnot. And then at the spider rep, I got my 4th key. So now, having done all the rep stuff, ran around, killed some rares, done a couple of world quests, did the weeklies, you would have a bunch of veteran gear. I'd probably be slightly more geared than I am now, which I'm not going to do it all right here in this video. But then I can hit up LFR, Heroics, maybe Mythics. If I'm ready to go, you can hit up LFR. I was able to hit up LFR in 8 minutes because just the warband gear, but doing this should get you the gear going as well. Hit up rares to get gear. Now I can start doing delves, and with the rep, I'm already starting at 4 keys. If you do your 4 weekly pinnacle caches, you get 4 more keys. So I'd have 8 bountiful delve keys to do for the week to get me 1 vault on my fresh alt. Easy peasy. And all it takes is basically all the investment I put in. I got reps on my main. Boom. I had plenty of rep gear to get up. I have tons of warband gear saved up in my vault. Boom. I got decked out. So realistically, in this expansion, you just play your main to gear your alts. But I did go over what you can do to help get gear for your alt fresh after getting your warband. And of course, now that I have these Rune Harbinger quests, I'd start crafting, get some crafted pieces. If you did PvP, I'll head back up. Look, see, we're right here. Use your little portal, head right back up to Dorn, start crafting, turn in the PvP world quest for bloody tokens, get that piece of gear, and then, yep, get started on delves, dungeons, raids. Whatever you want to do. And of course, I can hit up the catalyst right here. And you know what? I may not have a champion piece anywhere, but I'm going to go ahead and make some tier. So let's get 2 piece, and next week I will have 4 piece. We're doing it. Boom. And shoulders. There you go. Next week we're going to be getting freaking new stuff anyways. So there you go. Fresh Shaman, 2 piece. Next week you'll have 4 charges, so just get some veteran gear, either from the rep vendors. Convert that, you'll have your full 4 piece. Easy peasy. Oh, real quick, how to get a work order. You want to place a work order? You just want someone else to craft it? You got money, you can buy the materials? Head on over here to the work order. Look up armor. Look up your favorite site. Get your best crafted. Here, bada boom. Look at that. I can place work orders. So you want to check the item level because now Dragonfly gear is here. This is Dragonfly gear. 515 and up is War Within gear. Always make sure to check the stats of what you are crafting, especially if you are crafting weapons. Okay? Look. Agility, strength, intellect. Don't goof it. Alright? But there you go. Thank you for watching again. I'll see y'all next time. Bye-bye.